After last night's bonfire, including an alumni football game, a lacrosse championship celebration, the real game is before us. So welcome to the 42nd Thanksgiving meeting between Medfield and Dover Sherborn High Schools. I'm Bruce Glazer along with Pete Kenny to bring you the action today. And Pete, this is a big game, especially for Medfield.
It sure is. Medfield comes in with a 7-1 record. They're tied with Holliston atop the Tri-Valley League.
We now pause for our anthem in the middle of that.
Well, Bruce, as I was saying, Medfield comes in with a 7-1 record in the Tri-Valley League. They're tied with Holliston for the championship. So if Medfield can win this game today, they will have at least a part of the TVL championship.
And as we discussed before we went on the air, if Holliston loses or ties and Medfield wins, Medfield goes on.
That's absolutely right.
If both teams win, Holliston advances by having defeated Medfield early in the season.
The head-to-head competition, that's exactly right. And the playoff game will be on Tuesday against Abington.
And Abington had won their championship a while ago, and the winner of that goes to Gillette Stadium for the Super Bowl for the first time, which is quite a feat.
Yeah, it's very exciting here for these kids.
Dover Sherborn comes in here with a 2-8 record, and the other side of it, Medfield's 8-2. Dover Sherborn, not a strong club by those numbers, as you can tell. Matter of fact, they have changed QBs. The quarterback had been Andrew Perlmutter, but he's being replaced today by number 14, Connor Moriarty. Both guys have exact numbers, believe it or not. 3 touchdowns scored, 2 touchdowns passing, and 18 points total. We'll get to Medfield in a moment because they'll be receiving the ball.
That's Harry Bedosian and Jake Kramer back for Medfield.
It's a ground ball that is down on it's a free ball. I don't know who's got it, but it's on the 28-yard line, and what a strange-looking kickoff that was.
I think what they're doing is trying to keep the ball out of Harry Bedosian's hands. He's a 3-way player, and he's a threat anytime he gets the ball.
Medfield High, they have a strong running game, Pete. You've covered them all season.
They have an excellent running game, Bruce. Last game against Medway, they got 338 yards on the ground. The last 3 games, they've got over 700 yards on the ground. They're a multi-dimensional offensive team, but likes to run the ball.
And they start out with an I formation with Swain, the quarterback. He's one of 19 seniors on this team. Hands off on a misdirection coming around the right side. This Tim Lynch. Number 41, Drew Donnelly on the pickup. He picks up 8 up to the 35-yard line, 2 yards shy of a first down.
Yeah, Drew Donnelly there. He's running behind quad captain Chris Ripp on the right-hand side. Drew's very good on first down. He's averaging almost 6 yards a carry over the season.
And he's one to watch because he'll be back one more year next year. He already has 7 touchdowns on the year and 44 points to lead this team into play as we're in our last game of the regular season. They work out of an I to the right. Swain pitches left side. This time running that way is Mark Hudakowski. I knew I'd do that one wrong. Hostovsky, who makes the first down past the 45-yard line.
Yes, last week, Hostovsky and Gumas rotated in the backfield, and Mark Hostovsky came up with 105 yards and touchdown last week. Where Peter Gumas, he's got 4 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks, and he's got almost 200 yards over the last 2 weeks.
And as you say that, Hostovsky comes out and Donnelly comes back in. 2 plays and a first down for Medfield. Handoff, up back on us. Basically a push ahead. That gained a lot more than they thought. It got to midfield and then gained about 5 more yards. So it's 2nd and 7 coming up for our midfield. Ball carrier was, I missed that. It was an up back who got the ball.
So it's
we have a timeout.
Yeah, Bruce, it's interesting. This is a new formation in the backfield for Medfield. They haven't run this all year.
So here's the first down play that was the second play of the game.
There's Swain pitching to Hostovsky. Mark Hostovsky running to his left, gets around the outside. Nice blocking there. Mark picked up 105 yards, as I said last week. And he's been rotating every play with Peter Gumas, keeping that fullback position fresh.
I've got to guess that this is DS's timeout because I can't find any reason Medfield would need a timeout at this point.
I agree with you.
I think DS would want to reset their defense because they're not stopping them. 2nd and actually 6 to go.
Now, this is the diesel formation, Bruce.
And you got a wing on either side facing the quarterback. One goes in motion. That gets the ball straight ahead. This is Gumas. Gumas maybe a yard before he's pushed back by a pile of defensive Dover Sherborn players.
Yeah, Dover Sherborn really filled the gaps in that particular play. The linebackers came up. There wasn't a lot of room. Well, and here you can see Swain gets the ball. Hands off to Pete Gumas right up the middle. Pete puts his head down. It's a dive play, good for a couple. Pete Gumas has really come on strong here this last second half of the season.
Ostovsky's back in, and Donnelly's out. Looking out of the eye, pitch to the deep back. Hostovsky down to the 45-yard line, cuts to the 40, outside, not out of bounds, the 35-yard line, first time in Dover Sherborn territory. I noticed also they're using a lineman in the backfield, Michael Welsh, for blocking.
I was just going to say Michael Welsh and Andrew Collins in there as running backs in front of the running back. They're trying to get a bigger push coming up. Both of these guys are starting linemen, offense and defense, but now they're in the backfield. They're going to try to beat Dover Sherborn down.
Show some versatility there too. They come out, those 2 linemen. Actually, 1 lineman now.
Gumas and Hostovsky in the backfield, along with Michael Welsh.
Handoff, rolling left side Swain. First pass of the game, sets it down the far sideline, and it is incomplete just off the fingertips of Pat McClay. Would have been a first down, but just overthrew him.
It's nice to see Medfield come out and throw the ball a little bit. They really are a run-dominating team. They like to run it 3 yards in a cloud of dust, as Coach Mike Slayson likes to say. If you take a look here, Swain rolls out in the naked boot, and he fires down the field to Pat McClay, just off the fingertips, a little bit long, but I think Medfield's showing what they can do. 2nd and 10 from the near sideline. Long count, quarterback looks, deep back gets the ball. Hostovsky around the right tackle, and he picks up a good 5 yards on the play. Whoop, he's brought back, but he'll get his forward progress. It may even be 6 yards, making it 2nd and 4. You know, Bruce, it must be pretty exciting to be running behind the 2 captains in the backfield there. It's something that Medfield hasn't shown all year long. They've been doing it all week in practice, though, with Welsh and Collins in the backfield.
So far, it's working well. Medfield in the home blue on blues, the white trim. The visitors, Dover Sherborn, white and blue with blue trim. From the near hash, Swain over center. Hands to his up back, and it comes up straight buck play, close to the first down, at the 25-yard line, maybe a yard short, Pete.
It looks like you're right, Bruce. Might be a little bit short there. That's big Andrew Collins running with the ball. Andrew's a linebacker and usually a starting lineman, but today they're going to take this punishing backfield and see what they can do against Dover Sherborn.
Now, if I remember correctly, you have to tell the official before the game that some of your linemen numbers are going to be running backs so they can handle the ball.
Oh, I imagine so.
Yeah, otherwise it's illegal for some linemen to run the ball. They stay in that eye, a 4th and about 2 maybe. Pitch, left side, Hostovsky looks around tackle. He digs one way, comes close to first down marker, dives ahead, and finally picks it up on a 2nd effort.
That was an excellent play there by Mark Hostovsky. He really showed the 2nd effort. He was caught from behind and surged forward. It looks like he's got enough for the first down.
He was trapped behind the marker, and then a second effort.
Take a look here at the replay. There's Sostovsky running left, following his blockers on the outside, and the second effort right there as he just surges forward. They're going to come out for measurement.
And it was nice blocking up front that gave him one-on-one coverage, and he just went around the defender. I think he's got it, doesn't he? Yeah. Not by much, though.
Good call, Bruce. You know, it's an opportunity for me to say right here, Bruce, is that Mark Kostovsky was the inside midfield football player of the week last week with his 105 yards on the ground.
Very versatile offense. They stay in the power eye. Deep back gets the ball. Donnelly looking for a hole. Can't find it. Tries to buck forward on his own. Gets it down just to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Another nice pickup there on first down for Drew Donnelly. He really is a powerful running back. He runs very up and down, if you've noticed. He's tall. He reminds me of Eric Dickerson.
The best part of this team so far is their rotation of the linemen in for blocking purposes and the running backs. Everybody stays fresh and in the game.
You take a look here at the replay. Running behind the two captains. Donnelly cutting to the outside, puts his head down, as they said, picks up 5 and first down.
Bedosian in the game. Fake. Quarterback rolls in the bootleg, throws it for a touchdown. Up in the air, it is knocked away. Actually, not knocked away. The intended receiver was Chris Ripp, and he knocked it away from himself unintentionally. Just couldn't grab it and elbow it in.
Interesting to see Medfield come out, and with this second pass we've seen here in the first drive, it's very unlike them, but very multi-dimensional. Here's the replay. As you can see, Swain going back. He's rolling to his left, looking for Chris Ripp in the end zone.
And over the defender, and oh yeah, there was a deflection there by the defender. Okay, second defender knocked the ball away, and Ripp didn't have a chance for it.
Excellent deflection there by Dover Sherborn.
Fake. Back to number 4, which would be Bedosian. Bedosian ahead close to a first down. My feeling is Medfield knows they can run the ball.
Absolutely.
So every once in a while, you keep the defense honest by passing.
Well, Medfield has 5 players who actually run the ball, Bruce. You have Andrew Donnelly, Peter Gumas, Harry Bedosian, who ran that last play. Luke Swain, the quarterback himself, has got over 200 yards this year. And then number 26, Mark Kostovsky.
And that has to be scary for a defense. Now you see Bedosian going out to the receiver left side. They got trips to the left and no receiver to the right. One back, man in motion. Ball comes from straight ahead. Going to the goal line. Is he in? Yes, he is. Touchdown.
Excellent drive there by Medfield. Come out and score on their opening drive. They chewed up about 7 minutes on the clock, 6.5 minutes. Excellent way to start with Drew Donnelly taking it in.
Was that Hostovsky or Donnelly?
I think it was Gumas, actually.
Okay.
I misspoke.
So, 11-yard run for Gumas. And the misdirection and the fakes in the backfield are what set that up, because Dover Sherborn is frozen in place. Extra point attempt. Up, between the uprights, and good. 7-0 Medfield.
Well, as we've been saying, Bruce, Medfield has a lot of weapons. There's a lot of ways they can attack the defense. Here's the touchdown replay. Swain under center, calling signals. Hand off straight up the middle to Peter Gumas. Surges in the end zone for 11 yards out to put Medfield up 6-0, and with a point after, Medfield takes the early lead 7-0 on the strength of a 74-yard drive to start the game. The drive started on the 26-yard line, and Medfield is in for the pay dirt.
And what was interesting, again, as you saw it on the replay, Swain handed it off to his up-back, Gumas, and meanwhile, there was so much motion in the backfield. I'm sure Dover Sherborn wasn't sure what was going on until it was too late.
Well, Bruce, I've had the opportunity to stand on the practice field all year long and watch these fellas play. And when you're on the defensive side, when they run this diesel offense, you don't know who's got the ball.
Andrew Reinhardt kicking off. He kicked the extra point. It's a short kick in between everybody. Bounces at the 30. Picked up by a deep back. He runs through the middle of the field. Tries to look for a wall. He's got nothing. Twists around and goes down at the 30-yard line. Giovanni Cure on the return. So, Dover Sherborn comes out. It'll be Connor Moriarty, quarterback. He has 2 touchdowns on the year passing, 3 TDs overall, and 18 points in the season. His backup has those same numbers, and that would be Andrew Perlmutter, someone who you saw last year play the Thanksgiving game. But they're trying to change their offense around. They come out in a pro set with 1 back. Moriarty, Perlmutter, quarterback. Did I see that right? It is Perlmutter. Perlmutter hands off to number 9, Rafael Ortega. Ortega coming right on a slant, picks up 5 yards. So what we heard before the game is not true. Perlmutter is starting.
It certainly seems that way.
Could change as we go along.
A lot of information floating around here this morning.
There's your story of this game. Medfield on an early drive at a touchdown, 1 for 1 on attempts. Second down coming up, and about 4.5. Perlmutter a long time looking over the defense. Leans over center. Got a man in motion. Gives to a halfback. He is stopped in the backfield and lost a yard. That play never got going. The handoff to Ortega, and he didn't have a chance.
There's a problem with Andrew Collins down on the ground there, Bruce. That's not what Medfield's looking for. Excellent play there by Harry Bedozian. He shot the gap, was able to get into the backfield and break that play up before the blocking ever gets set up.
Yeah, Bedozian read the play ahead, that's for sure.
Excellent defensive play by Medfield as Andrew Collins comes off the field.
Yeah, he got rolled on. He rolled over and had a Dover Sherborn player fall on him, which isn't good. So we don't know what that injury is, but he has come off the field.
As he said, that's Andrew Collins, one of the quad captains, plays in offense and defense. We've seen him in the backfield here this morning.
Hopefully just got the air knocked out of him as he is standing and leaning over on the sideline. This is a 3rd and 7 coming up for Dover Sherborn. 3:22 to go in quarter number 1. They're down by a touchdown. Man in motion. Man in motion gets the football. He runs around right side. And Pearson, with a flag on the play, picked up about 2, but the flag may change everything.
That flag's right in the area we expect to see holding, Bruce. Gonna wait for the officials to let us know.
Holding on the offense, decline.
That is, in fact, holding. It's going to be a 3rd down.
4th down.
Actually, they're refusing the penalty, making it 4th down and kicking for Dover Sherborn. Oh, I just see holding on a running play, but it does occur. Yes.
So that's Bedozian and Kramer back to return the punt.
High kick, lofty in the air. It's going to float out of bounds at about the 30-yard line for Medfield to put it in play. Kramer back there for the return, but better off letting the ball float out of bounds. You got good field position on your own 30-yard line.
Well, Bruce, here in the early going, Medfield seems to be playing the game they want to play. They're able to drive 74 yards down the field, their first possession, and hold Dover Sherborn to make them punt the ball, and Medfield's got the ball back again, just the way they had it planned.
And if Dover Sherborn cannot score a lot of points in this game, what's nice would be if Medfield runs the ball a lot. They won't run the score up by any means. They'll just work the ground and work the clock.
Exactly. I see Andrew Collins back in the lineup, too.
There's your story. 3:06 to go in this quarter. On the near hash. Swain has the ball. Flips it left side. Hostovsky coming around for 10, and he is put out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 11-yard pickup for Medfield, and here we go. They're on the move.
Medfield's looking very good running to their left here today. They're running behind the offensive line of Matt Levin, Andrew Collins, Michael Welsh, Dre Lucchese, and Big Kevin Sewell.
As you mentioned that, I think they've run once to the right. Everything's been favored to the left side.
They do run both ways, and they obviously run up the middle as well, but today it's been running left.
Wing to the right, receiver to the right. One back, Donnelly in motion. Quarterback rolls to his right. He's going to keep it. Nope. He looks, he runs, he's thinking about it. Look at Swain. Nice play by Swain. He picks up 9 on his own, and it was an option pass play. He saw nobody open, kept the ball, and that's experience to keep it a cool head.
Yeah, he did a nice job of that way. He didn't want to risk losing the ball. Medfield's had trouble all year long with ball security. It's been an issue. If you take a look at the replay here, there's Luke Swain faking, rolling to his right. He was looking for Harry Bedozian downfield, but Harry was covered. Luke made the right decision to keep the ball. protect that rock.
Back to live action. Out of a T formation, looked like misdirection to Donnelly. Looks like he has the forward progress for a first down. And not only that, but Swain, being a senior, he had the presence and experience to know what he had to do in that play. There's a sophomore quarterback, might have fumbled it away, might have thrown an interception. Not sure.
Absolutely. Well, ball security's been an issue, and Medfield's been getting better. And last week, they only had 1 turnover, no fumbles, and they were able to score 28 points. What's happened is they tend to fumble in the offensive zone, thus cutting down the potential points.
Ball just inside the 50 on the Dover Sherborn side of the field. Chivakula's the center. Long count. Fake. Upman gets the ball in a misdirection to the right side. Once again, Hostovsky on the carry. Oh, is it Dumas?
It was Dumas.
Dumas. It is Dumas. And a 6-yard pickup, making it 2nd and 4.
Well, you can see with this diesel offense how hard it is to tell who's got the ball with this 4 ball fakes. Whether it's a first man, second man, third man, or sometimes Sway keeps it himself and runs right up the middle behind Andrew Collins and Michael Welsh.
And I imagine they practice this before every game. Practice, practice, practice. 2 receivers left side. Donnelly in the slot left, play out to the far side. The play. Shotgun for the quarterback. Hands it off. This time Bedosian with the speed. Bedosian running around to the marker. He's got a first down and a couple of extra inside the 40-yard line of Dover Sherborn.
Excellent play there by Harry Bedosian, and Luke running to his left once again, as we just mentioned. Some nice blocking out there behind Captain Chris Ripp on the left end.
And now the next time they go into a shotgun, Dover Sherborn has to think, maybe it's not pass, maybe it's a run. That holds them back again and freezes them in position.
It's all about misdirection.
Sure is. Slot to the right, 2 wideouts left and right. Shotgun, quarterback kick. Nice play by Swain. Swain for 9, 10, 15, inside the 20-yard line. He's knocked down at the 19. And Swain can really deke defenders.
That was an excellent play by Luke Sway